3, 2, 1, here we go. Question 20. Rodney is given a box of 90 chocolates for his birthday in April. He eats 1/6 of the chocolates in April. Every time you see two numbers, interrupt yourself. You have to work it out straight away. 1/6 of 90 is, well, do it. 90 divide 6. Just do short division yourself. That will be 15. In May, he eats 1/3 of the remaining chocolates. That means what is left? You start off with 90 chocolates. Well, what is remaining? This person has already eaten 15, which means we care about the amount that is left. So we need to do 90 minus 15. Do it in your head. 90 minus 10 is 80, and then minus 5 is 75. So what are we saying? In May, this person eats 1/3 of what is left. So that means 1/3 of 75. 75 divided 3 is 25. In June, he eats 2/5 of the chocolates that are left. Okay. So many numbers in this question, even I find it a bit tricky to keep track. Let's have a look. So 15 eaten, 25 eaten. So really 2/5 of what is left. Let me make that purple. So really eaten here, eaten here. So we need to get rid of the chocolates that he has eaten. This is already a long question. 90 minus 15 minus 25. You can add those two parts together. 90 minus 40 equals 50. So what are we saying? In June, Rodney eats 2/5 of what is left, which is 50. So now we work it out. 50 divided 5 is equal to 10. And then you times by 2, which is 20. That's how much he eats in June. How many chocolates does he have left at the end of June? Wow, what a long question. This is what he has eaten so far. April, May, June. Add up these numbers. 15 plus 25 plus 20 is 60. That's how many chocolates he's eaten in April, May and June. So how many left? This person started off with 90. So this will be 90 minus 60. Because you start off with 90, you've eaten 60, so 30 are left. They would be really mean if they put 60 as an answer there, just to trick the student at the final step. I would not do that because there's already so much to it. 30 is the answer. This question was so long. If you are one of my students and you're looking at this video, give yourself permission. You can come back to this question in a week's time. Do it yourself. Spaced repetition is so important. Can you actually do this question yourself? Try again in the future. 57 times 14 plus 43 times 14. A good way to do that is to use BidMaths. When we look at this, which one is more important, multiply or add? It is multiply. You should do that first. A good way to think of this is you focus. I'm putting a bracket around the multiply, just telling the student you need to do that bit first. Can you see 14 is the same in both? Therefore, you can think of it like 57 times something. 57 lots of A, and it's like I'm calling A to be 14. Think of it in the second bracket as well. 43 times A, that is 43 lots of A. Because lots of means multiply. And then we can add the two sections together. 57A plus 43A equals 100A. But look at what I wrote below. A is 14, so 100A means 100 lots of A, which is 100 times 14, which is 1400. So B is the answer. You might be thinking, why is William writing it in this fancy way? Well, the normal way is you can work out that. Add them together yourself and you're going to get that anyway. But why am I writing it like this? Because that is the trick. The trick is, when you see this kind of question, you just stare at this bit and that bit. What's the common number? 14. So you just add the other two bits together. 57 plus 43 is 100. and then it's just 100 times 14. Question 22. There are 9 red balls and 3 green balls in a bag. What fraction are green? Underline the key number. 3 out of what? The total. How do we get the total? We add the two numbers together, so it's 3 out of 12. Simplify this fraction. Both 3 and 12 are in the 3 times table. It becomes 1 over 4. A quarter is the answer. A rectangular playground has an area of 560. The playground is 80. How wide is the playground? With rectangles, I tell my students you should just quickly draw one nearby. Area is the space inside, 560. The playground is 80 meters long. We want to work out this number. Area means length times width. 560 is equal to 80 times something. Think of your 8 times table. 8 times what equals 56? The answer is 7. 80 times 7 equals 560. Good. Lewis has 3 blue cards, 4 green cards, 1 yellow card. Which point on the scale shows the fraction of yellow? Very similar to question 22. Look at this bit, yellow. 1 out of what? The total, which is what? 1 plus 4 plus 3, which is 8. Half is in the middle. Well, where is 1/8? It's over here. But look at B. That's a quarter. Because that's half of a half, which is a quarter. And then half of that, which will be here, 1 over 8. Good. Before I get the next question, let's look at D. What's halfway between a quarter and 1? Well, that half is the same as 2 quarters. 1 is the same as 4 quarters. So D is halfway in between, so that's 3 quarters. And then here again, you see E. Well, think of that as 8. So that's 6 over 8. That one is 8 over 8. So what's halfway between them? 7 over 8. So really, if they were being really tricky, 7 over 8 would be the chance of picking a blue or a green, because 3 plus 4 is 7. If I was being tricky setting this exam question, that's what I would have gone for. Forcing the student to pick E, the tough option. However, the answer for this question is A. How many prime numbers are there between 4 and 10? You know what? Let's just list all the prime numbers up to 10. The first one is 2, 3, 5, 7. And it is not 9. Because 9 is 3 times 3. Prime means the only way to get each number is 1 times itself. 1 times itself. So if we look at this, that is your list of numbers. So really, we just went between 4 and 10. Well, look here. Those are the only 2 numbers between 4 and 10. 2 is the answer. A robot can travel forwards along any straight line on a square grid but cannot travel diagonal. The robot is facing north. So here. It's facing going up. Which of these should be programmed so it travels southwest? Let's put that here. Southwest will be going to the bottom right. Bottom left, I mean. A. We start here. Turn 90 degrees left. So we're now facing west. Move forward 1 square. Fine. So we're here now. Turn 90 degrees left. Okay, we're going down here. Move forward 1. How nice. The answer is A. Thank goodness. What I've said to students is if a question looks really long, like this question, it is okay to skip. This is exam technique. Put a box around it throughout your 11 plus test. Are you able to do every question? I hope so. But if there are certain questions you cannot do because they are so long, it is okay to skip. I've told students put a box around it. When I look at this, even as a teacher, even I'm falling asleep when looking at this question. It is okay to skip. Today, the answer is A. Why is it okay to skip? Because it's just so long and every question is 1 mark. Adrian starts with the number 8 and forms a sequence by adding 4 to the previous number and then halving the result. So let's quickly do that. So 8. You're going to add 4. What's that? 12. Then you're going to halve it. 12 divided 2 is 6. And they've told you the second term is 6. How nice. What will be the fourth number? Just keep obeying the instruction. So you're going to add 4, which will be 10. Then you halve it, which will be 5. Again, 5 plus 4 is 9. And what's 9 divided 2? 9 divided 2 is 4.5. So there we go. That is the answer. So is this question difficult? No. You've got something new. You just need to read it properly. And then add it. Add 4. Whatever that is. And then you halve it. And then we get 4.5. You see, if they're being really mean, they could ask for the next one as well. I'm going to be mean here just to show you. So we're going to add 4. That's 8.5. And then if you divide 2, that will be 4.25. That happens to be there. Yeah, they're being mean. Why did they put B there? To trick you. Because you look at this question, you might think the answer is B or E. So they want people to get it wrong. The answer is E. Next, 28. Which of the following can hold 1,000 milliliters of liquid? That is 1 liter. That's like a jug, like a bottle of water. Egg cup, no. That could be like 10 milliliters. Teacup, no. That's 330. You've got a can of Coke, just go look at it. Can of fizzy drink is about 330. Carton of orange juice, could be like 750 to 1 liter. When I saw this question, I thought it is a big bottle of water. That, Buxton here, that's 1.5. This one, delicious water, pH 8.4. Icelandic glacier water, amazing. That is 1.5 litres. Pool, no way, thousands of litres. And a lorry, that's even bigger, I guess. The answer is C. 15% of the items in Kelly's wardrobe are red and a quarter are green. Whenever you see that, straight away, just write them as percentages. Make them the same type of number. When you do that for maths questions, it becomes a lot easier. Write it with me. Red. Quarter. Green. 1/4 is 25%. So straight away, my brain is thinking the rest. Black. So here, 15% plus 25% is 40%. Take away from 100% is 60%. Put that here. That is the rest of Kelly's items. Keep reading. If Kelly has 30 red items, underline. Here, that's 30 items. How many black does she have? Maths is all about going from one number to another. Here's a really cool way. Just go forward. How we go from the number 15 to the number 30, you times by 2. 60%. Do the same thing, times by 2. So that will be 120 black items. Another way, you could go down. You could go down. How we go from 15 to 60%, that's times by 4. Do the same thing. 30 times 4 equals 120. Maths is all about going from one number to another. Find the correct direction, you will get there in one go. So, Kelly has 120 black items. Thank you for sticking this video through with me. This is Sunday, the 23rd of March. It is now 15:56. I've got a student very soon. I'm saying the date, so then if I look back, I know exactly when I shot it. 23rd of March, 2025. On the screen right now, appearing will be questions 30 to 35. You can take a break now, or you can keep watching to keep learning how I go through these maths questions.